This Rebel costs as much as an RHO, so let's find out if it's worth it or not. I'll include a link to the Karl Malone Ram and Hebrews website in the description down below. They're providing us with a truck. Also include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get into it. Under the hood, we have a twin-turbo 3-liter inline-6 that goes through an 8-speed. Fuel economy is 18 around town, 24 on the highway, with power outputs being 420 horsepower and then 469 pound-feet of torque. I'm trying to hit 500,000 subscribers before the end of the year. I'd really appreciate it if you'd help out with that. New Hurricane badge for the 26 model year, and then the Rebel has the venting on the hood to make it look a bit sportier. All of the Rams have LED lights, which obviously help out with visibility, but they look a little bit cooler. The grille's completely blacked out. You can see the camera there and the Ram logo. We've got an upgraded bumper that can actually take an impact off-road. We also have underbody protection, tow hooks, and parking sensors and fog lights. So as you can see, so far this truck is pretty loaded up when it comes to equipment. 275 by 70 by 18 is the tire and wheel setup. So this is a 33-inch tall tire. The wheel's completely blacked out. This has independent front suspension, Bilstein shocks with the off-road package, and then you've got the nice chunky fender flares. Trailer tow mirrors on this model, blacked out door handles, and then you notice Ram boxes. Pretty cool system that adds compartments on either side of the bed to kind of change the storage space situation. The other side, the driver's side, has an outlet. A little bit dusty, but you can see the GT logo, and then this is coil sprung in the rear. The Rebel has a pretty level stance front to rear, and that is one nice thing about this package. When it comes to key fob features, we've got our lock and unlock function, tailgate drop down, remote start, and then Ram logo on the back. LED lights in the bed. Now you can see the Ram boxes make the bed a little bit more narrow because, well, they're compartments now, but it's still usable. Now I wonder if this has the auto raise function. Yes, it does. Look at that, fancy. It looks like this still has the more baseline taillights, which is actually surprising. Anyways, you got parking sensors in the rear, blacked out exhaust tips too. And the Rebel does come with the exhaust. A little bit beefier than the regular Hurricane, but I mean, it's still an inline-6, so not gonna be super loud. That will cap things off for the exterior. Let's now check out the interior. Nice stitching, you got a little bit of suede trim there behind the handle, and then this has the Harman Kardon sound system. Upgraded seats with this Rebel package, similar to the Limited in a lot of ways. Tons of legroom in the back. We also have a storage pocket. We've got cup holders in the rear, heated seats, USB ports, a full outlet. These seats actually recline, and then if we pick up the mat, you've got buckets on either side for more storage. Let's now check out the front. The trailer mirrors have blind spot monitoring. They can also power extend out. You can adjust the mirrors with a power function, so there's a lot that goes into them. This truck also comes with memory seats. Here's all those controls to the mirrors. Again, they power fold in too, and then the front windows are automatic, and the door panel itself has more of that nice trim. 1,286 pounds is the payload capacity on this truck. GT logo there, perforated all down the center with the seat. Power adjustments on the side with lumbar support, and then you've got stuff like power adjustable pedals, controls for the fog lights, cargo light too. Passenger also gets power adjustments with lumbar support. The pedals themselves on the GT package do have a nicer finish on them. Let's hear this roar. He is quiet. Now this has the T-Rex style steering wheel, and in a lot of ways it's not quite as beefy, but it does have the paddle shifters. This also has adaptive cruise control with lane centering, radio controls on the back, controls for the center stack over on the left-hand side. Fully digital gauge cluster, which is customizable in terms of the kind of design of the gauge, and then also the information that is displayed. And this also comes with a heads-up display. While we're up here, we can admire the nice stitching across the dash. This is equipped with a 360 camera system, bunch of different views, still a small screen view, but it gets the job done. This has the larger screen, so it still has physical buttons on the other side for the climate and for the radio, as you can see, but not a lot of physical stuff at the bottom. I mean, it has little for the trailer steering and then trailer brake controls, but parking sensors and stuff are now built into the screen kind of pointlessly, if you ask me. If we go back to the screen itself though, we've got dual zone climate, heated and ventilated seats, and heated steering wheel. Response time with the screen is, well, not the quickest, but at least it picks up my finger. Now, being a GT, we've got a bunch of different drive modes, and I like how you've got the sport mode right there front and center. This does come with off-road cruise control as well as an axle lock. It has a part-time four-wheel drive system, but it has auto, and it has auto stop start too. Ram logo. We've got plenty of storage space in the center console. Because this has the shifter in the center like the RHO, you don't have a sliding center console function. 2 phone charging pads, USB ports on top of that. Passenger screen, still not about that, but you do have a glove box below it, and it has a nice Rebel logo there off the side. Camera rear view mirror, panoramic sunroof, and then of course power sliding rear window. You just got a little button to open that up. Rebel GT 2026, $83,055. Let's see how the GT performs. Rebel with the GT package, just by the RHO. Reviews, I'm just kidding. Well, not kidding, but also we'll keep doing the review. But seriously, like, and Ford does the same thing with the Tremor, where a loaded up Tremor is so expensive, you might as well buy a Raptor. And people will say, oh, but your payload on this thing ain't great. Payload on a F-150 Tremor that's loaded up also ain't great. So, yeah, you get maybe a little bit more payload, but it's not like you get that much more than the Raptor or the RHO. Anyways, this inline six is so sweet. You know, I'm excited for the V8s to make a comeback, but I do really like this inline six, and I hope this inline six makes it into the vehicles that it really needs to make itself into is the Gladiator, the Wrangler, and the Grand Cherokee. It's like they're putting this engine in everything except those, and those are the ones that could use it the most, in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, with a little exhaust and stuff, it kind of sounds a little bit more aggressive, but it's not a V8. It's never going to be a V8. But it's got great power, and it's smooth. You know, twin turbo setups are pretty fun. I mean, look at this. It's pretty fun. It's got a good shove right out of the gate. And this is just the standard output. It's not even the high output version. The thing I like about it is you can just kind of lightly get into it, and it's got enough torque to just keep moving. And it does help, you know, turbo engines produce quite a bit of torque on the low end, so that does help out quite a bit. But I think it also helps out that it's just got a lot of torque in general. I think we forget that, you know, almost 500, this is almost 500 pound-feet of torque. Like, that's a lot of power. Trucks used to not even have 300 pound-feet, barely. This is fun. So yeah, I mean, in conclusion, the RHO is obviously a better truck for the money. I mean, you're getting the active shocks, you're getting 35-inch tall tires, just as nice of an interior, pretty much just as many features. I mean, you can get an RHO level 1, so you're getting like more features for the money. This makes no sense when it comes to the price. Absolutely no sense. It's a nice truck. It's just, you know, manufacturers sometimes when they're pricing things, I don't think they realize that they create competition within their own brand, and then it leads to them having product that nobody wants to, I shouldn't say nobody, but people are unlikely to buy. It's like, why get the, this is kind of like a knockoff RHO. Why get that when you can get, man, using the camera system in the Rams is quite annoying. And you just have, this is the thing, the problem with doing all screen. You just have a physical button where you can just go boop, camera. Toyota does it. So yeah, I like this truck. I think it's got a nice interior. I think it drives well. I think Ram's making a big comeback by bringing back the V8. We got the RHO, which is a really strong offering in the performance truck segment. We might have the TRX again, but they still need to figure out the Rebel. I think the Rebel was great when it first came out in terms of where it was priced at and everything, but now that they have a Raptor competitor, Ford needs to do the same thing. They need to bring the price down on this to make it make sense for someone that would actually go for this. Because again, even though someone at Ram might say, oh, it's got all this equipment, so that's why it's worth that much, it's like, well, when a buyer looks at this and then they look at the RHO, they go, RHO is more truck, this is less truck, so less truck should be less money and more truck should be more money. That's all.